Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here in nature, baby. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. 10 ways to react differently to unpleasant situations, difficult circumstances, falling on your ass kind of events, nobody picking you up from the airport kind of situations. You just got dumped, didn't get that job, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? So much is happening right now. And what I've learned along my journey is that how you react to any situation literally has the power to change the situation itself. So the first way I react differently to anything unpleasant in my reality is by getting very mad. I'm very mad right now. Okay, once I've done that, like really tap into your emotion of what you're feeling. No shame in it. And then realize this. You still have control over your attitude. You choose that. Slow motion this side. You still have control over your attitude. You choose that. I've realized, look, how you react, your attitude can literally change everything. It can make a falling on the ass moment look like you're just doing push-ups, because I've got this, baby. Okay. What's the second way that's helped me along my journey? Is to realize, what is the worst that could happen? Is this the worst that has happened? No. There have been other events. Let's just say this is the worst that has happened. You're awfully anxious right now. And this situation is like nothing you've ever experienced. It will pass. You will live to see another day. And that's why in these moments, time sometimes is a great healer. Because when you realize, okay, tomorrow's going to come, and as every day goes on, how you feel about that event changes. No, Ralph, it hasn't changed. I still am really annoyed at it. Okay. But is it the worst? Are you still here? Oh my, we still here. We good, right? Touch yourself, baby. You're still alive. Certain people haven't even eaten a meal today. They ain't even had breakfast yet. Did you had breakfast? That's good enough. Now, 7-day vegan challenge. I always get reminded that whenever something happens to me, how I react differently is to buy a happy meal. No, I'm not talking about fast food. I mean, going to a farmer's market and filling my basket full of strawberries. That is a great time to treat yourself luxuriously. Like really pamper yourself with amazing plant-based foods, because that's the time you need it the most. Check this out. When you are feeling down, you eat foods which amplify what you are feeling. So to break that vicious cycle, you got to do a 180. You're like, okay, I was driving, my car broke down one time. And I'm like, how am I going to flip this around? I saw some dates in the dashboard. I said, let me eat those dates. I felt a lot better. Turned on the classical music. I'm like, am I in the opera or something? Then I realized I was still sitting in the car. But it helped. Okay. Number 4 is to breathe in that good ass prana, baby. I say this. When you think deeply, when you're thinking deeply, what is happening? What is happening? When you are thinking deeply, what is happening? You have to breathe deeply to feel deeply. Slow motion this side. So I breathe deeply to think deeply. A lot of us, we're so quick to react. And that's because we're breathing from our chest. We're not breathing deep from the base of our spine. That gives you more mental clarity, so you don't really do anything more silly than you've already done. Because you just mess it up right now, right? Let's save it right there. So breathing for me brings more mental clarity. And then number 5, how I react differently is find a calm center. A lot of the times, if something happens to us, we usually linger in the same environment it actually happened. That won't help. There's a reason why I come into nature every single day. Because not only is that bird singing up there, and it's pretty cool, but it calms me out. It chills me out. And I'm a Pisces, so I'm naturally relaxed. But even I need to get fresh air every second, okay? Ask yourself, am I finding a calm center? Or am I going into the dungeon, into the fire and the brimstone? Am I only making matters worse? Right? Number 6 is to gather perspective. How you perceive something changes it. Quantum physics have showed us that, like in experiments, just by you looking at an atom, the atom's like, okay, I'm going to behave differently now. The observer is the observed. Slow motion this side. What? Let me repeat that. The observer is the observed. That's what the great Krishnamurti also talked of, right? So I realized you got to gather perspective. Like, yeah, life is always full of hurdles, but at the same time, if I put things in perspective, get a bird's eye view, I had breakfast today. I got a roof over my head. Things could be, wait a minute, where did my roof go? Okay, it's God, I'm in nature right now. But still, I'm in great health, right? You got to weigh up things and say, actually, things aren't as bad as I'm making them out to be. But if I keep ruminating on them, then that will end up being my reality, okay? What's also helped me along my journey is to realize this. When we talk of situations and circumstances, you got to take responsibility. And that's something I didn't want to do. Like, I just bought some almond milk. It just went everywhere. Went everywhere on the table, right? Check this out. I'm like, that didn't just happen. I'm looking at it on the table for like 5 minutes saying, no, I don't want to go back to Whole Foods to buy another one. So I had to deal with it. I had to acknowledge what has happened. And once I did that, it helped me to rectify the situation, to move through the situation. And then I was like, okay, I got this. Don't worry. We good, right? So take responsibility and acknowledge that it actually happened. Don't pretend like it didn't happen, like you're in a state of shock, like, oh, it didn't yeah, it did happen, but don't worry about it. You'll live to see another day. We will live to see another day. The birds, come on, say it with me, right? Number 8 is to learn from the experience. I always realize, so even certain times I'm skating and I fall on my ass. Like, I know that happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And how I react to it is to say, okay, well, I'm not going to do that again. Well, actually, I do it again. But I learn from it. I say, okay, what can I change? What could I change, right? Let's just say you didn't get that job you want. I applied for so many jobs growing up. I didn't get them. And how did I react to it? There's something better waiting for me. I'm still unemployed right now, right? Back then. Right now, I'm living the life of my dreams, right? I wake up and do whatever I want and get paid millions of dollars. No, I don't. Actually, I do. No, I don't. Look. All right, learn from the experience. What is this circumstance trying to teach me? What can I draw from it? That will help you out. And also, what's helped me along my journey is to realize that, number 9, it won't last forever. No matter what it is, it won't last forever. That's the beauty of life. Good times, oh my gosh, actually, they won't last forever too, would they? Right? Bad times definitely won't last forever, but neither will good times. The only thing that lasts forever is your core authentic state, right? And that's what I always go back to along my journey, to move more into my true authenticity, right? But no situation, no matter how bad it is going to last forever. That's the good news, right? And the bad news is even the good times won't last forever, but that's okay because we can recreate them. Work with me. And number 10 is to move forward. Move forward, right? That's easy to say, Ralph. Yeah, it is. But move forward. How do I move forward? By what I call doubling up, right? If something has happened to me, I say, okay, how can I compensate for it in another area of my life? So let's just say I got a parking ticket. I'm like, okay, that means I'm going to have to work twice as hard tomorrow to make up the money. Okay. That's doubling up, right? So doubling up is to always say, don't worry, I'm still here. I still got energy. I can still create, but more so, I can still say, it feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You.